Welcome to the sofa.
Looking in. I'm feeling great. I'm gonna fix
Are you feeling great? You were saying that you weren't feeling great earlier.
I'm aching, but I'm mentally feeling pretty good, which I think is the best thing. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Full Circle, the official NCS
We're
podcast.
back.
We're back. It's a moment to breathe. It's been an intense last 2 episodes. We've had guests on, which have been really good.
How many guests? Have we had 2 guests in a row? Or
It's
more
been
than
2 guests back to back.
that? Right.
We had Chime and then
Mm-hmm.
Facading.
Wasn't it Culture Code before that? Or did we do?
Was it?
I
Yeah.
swear we've had 3
Oh,
now, yeah?
really?
Yeah, Culture Code, Chime, Facading.
So 3 on the bounce.
Yeah.
But now we're back as a trio. Charlotte again behind the mic.
Hello.
I think we can take it slow today. I've got a few surprises for you later.
I know,
on,
I'm
Dan,
quite excited for this, actually.
which we can get into. But first of all, let's kick it off with what's been going on the past
Mhm.
few weeks. Everyone's touring,
I know.
which is amazing because in the last 2 years that we've had.
Popcorn's going on tour.
I've got a list here.
All right, fine. Yeah. You,
Yeah, so people that I've seen so far: Charlotte Sands, which we
Oh,
we
yeah. Killing it.
stan over Charlotte
Yeah,
Sands.
yeah.
Legend. She's popping off with all the pop punk stuff.
Yep.
Kirby, Chime, Popcorn, and I saw that Highland was playing like Beyond Wonderland. I think it's the festival.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
I was looking at his Instagram earlier. It's insane. The crowd, like massive. Yeah. Shout out to all of them people on the road. We actually went to. Speaking of Charlotte Sands and pop punk, we went to a pop punk give a few.
Oh, we did?
Last week.
Yeah, and that was... I kept calling it a metal gig, but it's definitely not metal.
No.
After being there, it's definitely not metal.
There's a lot of melody. We
Yeah.
went to see a band called Against the Current, if any of
Yeah.
you guys know them. Really, really cool. And I'm pretty sure the lead singer is like a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, I forget her name now.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, really, really cool. And then we then explored the lovely coastal city of Brighton,
Mm-hmm.
which again, I'm going there next week. I basically live there now. Or this week,
Yeah.
sorry.
And it was funny because one of the people that we saw on afterwards in one of the bars that was singing, you then spotted him today on...
Oh, yeah. Insane. So
tell that story.
we ended up in this bar, which it was like a swing band. There was like a saxophonist, there was vocalist, pianist, drummer, and they were doing like really cool like covers of like, it was like Lady Gaga, wasn't it? Like, what was the tune that they did? The Gaga tune, whatever it was. But it was like a swing version of these like popular pop songs. And today I was looking for an image to go on socials for like a story, and I just searched singer on like Unsplash, and you know you get the like iStock adverts that come up at the top.
Yeah.
Clicked, and I was like, hang on. I clicked on it, and it was the guy from this bar.
It's ridiculous.
And it genuinely is. Like I sent it to
Chances
the
of
people that we went with.
Yeah.
Insane. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it. Yeah, that was the time. But yeah, lovely weekend. Charlotte, how have you been? Charlotte's just leaning back on her phone.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Been up to anything exciting?
Not particularly. I'm going home this weekend to look after my dog,
Oh, amazing.
Nice.
Shout out to the Doge.
but nothing much.
All right, well, that's cool. That's cool. Things that we've had going on in
Yep.
terms of NCS. We had a Millbrook takeover.
Mhm.
Flew to Paris. Was it Paris? Yeah.
Yeah, for a gig? What's it
Yeah.
called?
Yeah.
Show?
gig.
A
A
show?
show.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Do you know,
that's what it's called.
I actually do. I think that. Like when I say I go to the pop punk gig, I would be like, that's a gig.
Because that's a band.
Is that what it is?
Band
yeah.
gig.
Yeah, a DJ's
DJ
not
show.
a DJ show is not a gig. Is
Oh,
it?
really? Okay. Yeah, I'd probably mispronounce that. Yeah, he had a super cool takeover. Arcando, as of us recording, is doing a Instagram live demo drop,
Mm-hmm.
which is super cool. This is the first time that we've actually got an artist. It'll be on the NCS account. Like taking over live. I think it'd be really cool because he's. I mean, you've seen him before. He does his like demo drops on.
Yeah, I
Twitch,
love
is it?
his little.
look-
Well, he does them on Instagram.
Oh, is
Live.
it Instagram live? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, so that should be super sick. For any of those kind of demo drop things, because we definitely want to get more of these things going forward, whether it's just us listening to some tracks or getting as many artists on as we can. As you guys have probably witnessed from watching episodes of the podcast, there's only so much description I have when I'm reacting to music, so it's good to get people on that actually know what they're talking about. But yeah, for submitting your tracks, etc., we're always going to call back to the Discord, but we've got a channel in there that you guys can go in. There's a link, and it's not always open, depending on how spammy we want our emails and notifications to be. But yeah, you can submit your tracks through there, and yeah, no promises of when they'll get listened to, but we'll try and get through all of them over the months of listening to them. I feel like we can do that every month on like Instagram Live.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's not commit to anything, but that feels doable. And then on the next coming Monday, we've also got Shire doing a takeover because of the release of Running Away.
Which is out now, technically.
Yes.
It
Because
is.
that's the end of this week, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, that track's out now. Make sure you guys listen to that if you haven't. And he would have at this point also have done the takeover. But yeah, it's super cool that we've got more artists going around and speaking
Touring.
like us. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Making what's great about that is they're doing stuff on socials, which is engaging our content, and I'm just sitting there
Did you just say engaging our content?
and engaging our audience.
Oh.
It's fine. What else? Oh yeah, I want to do a big shout out real quick to Pete, the legend Pete. So some of you guys may or may not know Pete. What was his title?
Label manager.
Label manager. Yeah. So Pete's left us now. He's gone to another label, but shout out to him for amazing work.
Yep.
And we've got Harry now, who's joined us.
He has.
Foot on the gas from day one. A knowledgeable fellow.
Well, it was one of those things. It was like, all right, we'll just get him started off slowly. Basically, first week was going to be, just learn about how to set up your computer, and then it was like within a day done all that. So, struggling to give enough work for him to do. So he's doing well.
He's doing really well. Yes, sitting, me and Charlotte, there's been a few occasions of us just looking at each other when Dan and Harry get into a conversation about automation.
Yeah, nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
Just real nerd
I
stuff
have
that
no
you
idea
guys
what
will
it
not care about. And then another thing, I'm beefing right now. You sent this to me and Charlotte last night.
What?
Logan Paul?
Oh yeah.
What's he
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
Do you want to break down this?
So Logan Paul's launched a new company that does something to do with.
It's called Liquid
NFTs.
Marketplace.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, it's basically, so it is NFTs, but it's also like collectibles. So like say like a one-of-one baseball card.
But isn't it digital versions? Or is it real?
I think it's basically turning that into an asset digitally,
Right.
and then you buy like a percentage. It's in the NFT sphere.
Anyway, in the promo ad, I was watching this promo ad, and it like shows the card, and then out of nowhere, the NCS visualizer goes around the card as part of the ad.
Yeah.
And I sent it to you guys. I was like, "What the?"
I mean, whether or not
No, they
it's
clearly
definitely nothing to do with
no.
us, but it is very bizarre how it looks exactly like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
funny.
it definitely isn't a let's take the NCS visualizer, but it's not like it's just a circle,
Oh yeah,
or it's
yeah.
not like it's just a warped shape. It is.
But I guess they could snippet this and say that we're going to sue Logan Paul, and then
Well, they could. They're gonna. Is this liable?
yeah.
Damn. Oh God, run.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, well done to him. He's obviously a powerhouse or whatever.
he's doing
You see, he did the
really
WrestleMania thing. Was it
Yeah.
WrestleMania?
That actually looked really cool. I'm not into wrestling, but I watched that.
Oh, I used
really
to love
cool.
wrestling, bro.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio back in that, and he
Mm.
fought the Mysterios,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was a real tear for me because
Yeah.
I love Rey Mysterio. And he wore the Pokemon card, which is like what
Yeah.
valued at $2 million.
I think it was 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he win the world record or something?
Yeah, most
Oh, for the-
expensive something.
Tradable item, something like that.
Mm.
That's insane. Yeah, that is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So getting into it, Dan. Basically, what I did yesterday when scrambling last minute for content of things that I could figure out for us to talk about on this podcast, because I've got so used to letting our guests tell us interesting stories, is I thought I'd reach out to some of our artists, get them to submit some questions, let us know about what they've been going on, and we can answer/react to what they're doing. First person, I'm hoping this is going to play out.
And
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's going
Sick.
brilliant. So the first person that we've got is Arcando.
Cool.
Off the back of the release, In My Head, featuring Britt Lowry. Really cool tune.
I like that tune.
Mint Circle as well.
Mhm.
Really been running up the Mint Circles recently. But yeah, he actually sent 2 questions, so this is the second one I've just been picking through.
this one's actually about motivation and mental health of an artist and producer. What you kind of see a lot is how people that make music kind of almost give up once their song gets declined, or when their songs get declined on like a regular basis, and they almost just want to give up, on their project. What kind of advice would you give these musicians or artists? And how can an artist remain positive and motivated during this process of getting their tracks declined? This one.
Good
Sorry,
question.
repeating. Really good question. Thank you, Arcando. Make sure you guys listen to it In My Head if you haven't, by the way. That's a really good question. I think first of all, there's like the thing about I don't know which person it is. I'm pretty sure it's like Jay-Z or whatever, or like even what's her name? I think her name is it Donatella Versace, who owns Versace?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think them two, what a rogue person to mention here. But I think they got their break at like 40 or something. Not to say that it's not possible, but I think if you truly are passionate enough to make something work and to pursue a certain career, if you put in that time and effort, it will pay off. But I guess in terms of you giving feedback, say if you're listening through to songs.
Yeah. I think there's that, but there's also like, you almost, I guess if you're making art, which music is art, like it almost should be that you create art for you, not for other people's recognition.
Yeah.
And the recognition comes later.
Yeah, I would have said, do you have to release it with a label?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Obviously, I think there's benefits to it, but if a label doesn't believe in that track, why don't you just release it yourself?
Yeah.
Or try and find a different label. You don't have to keep going for the same labels. If it's not their style, find someone else.
You're probably just best off just putting it out and just keep putting music out, and then one day actually that label that you wanted to release on will go, hey, could we release some music from you? And then
I think there's been a regular sentiment of a lot of the artists that we've had on when we spoke about this kind of topic of like knockbacks or like sending things to labels and not quite landing. And I think, like you just said, most of the cases have been, don't worry about what, even though you want it to land there, don't worry about what these other people think. Do what's right to you. And yes, it's annoying when you're going to get these, you've sent 10 tracks through and they're not hitting anywhere. But I mean, like Charlotte says, put the songs out there. Let your audience grow.
you're not making the music for the label. You're making the music for you, and I guess fans and like people that are going to hear it.
Yeah.
So almost like just.
Yeah, and if it gets denied by a label and then it ends up doing millions of streams, that label's just going to be annoyed with themselves and probably reach out and go, let's do a track next time.
Yeah. So true. Really good question. Thank you, Arkander. Let's see who else we got. All right. Oh, this one's actually from Brit. So she was the vocalist on the track. Absolutely smashed it.
Hey Sam, thanks for reaching out. I think it's awesome that you're all doing a podcast. I'm very, very happy with our recent release on NCS called In My Head. And I'm excited to announce that Arcando and I are working on a new track together, so stay tuned for that. I think a good discussion topic, especially for new artists like myself, would be about how to be the most professional when working in collaboration with other artists. I've been in situations where I've been the last one to find out about a release date or an artwork, and I think it's very important to show respect in everyone's time and work by being very good about communicating these things before making a final decision. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm sending much love to the whole NCS family. Bye.
That was nice.
Oh, very
That was
sweet.
lovely.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Smashed it on the vocals and in my head.
Yeah.
Those two, what a combination. And sick to hear that there's something else in the works.
Yeah.
I can hear that glitchy sound already.
Being professional then, I suppose, like we've worked with professional artists, like people that are professional, and then also people that aren't exactly professional. They just don't really care, or they just want to put music out. That's a good question.
I think it's just making it obvious that you want to be involved in the full, because she's talking about like artworks and release dates, making it clear that you want to be involved. With all those things.
I think as well, like Britt mentions, like the sentiment of if you're a newer artist, and I guess there's probably for a lot of people, and maybe especially if you're like a vocalist, that a producer's produced this song out and then they're like, right, we now need a top line. Here's the idea that we've got. I guess when you are a artist that's really trying to build up that profile and you work with maybe a bigger artist, you could feel like that small fish. But I think it's good to know that if you're on the song, if you're part of this process, you have as much right to say as anyone else that's working on that.
I mean, we personally always have everyone on our emails, don't we? Like, we never leave anyone out of anything, or well, we don't try to anyway. So I think it's if that's not happening elsewhere, I would just make sure
you set that expectation up front. Like, okay, this is my art. Like, this is what I want as a part of it. I want to be
Yeah, I mean,
involved
if
in
it's
all
a
the
bigger
marketing
artist and
and
you're
stuff.
the vocalist, I guess maybe they have more of a say, the other person. But
Yeah.
I would make it clear that, you know, it's going on your profile too.
Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, there's a reason that they've picked to work with you.
Yeah.
So then you have the right to be able to give your opinions.
Mhm.
And I think it is true. Like, say if you're featuring on one of the biggest artists in the world and they've got a team of 20 people that are dedicated to making this whole world around their song,
Yeah, yeah.
that's going to be a bit different. But when you're in a case that you're working collaboratively, I can't say that word, collaboratively with somebody, and it's a back and forth in everything, not just the songs that you write.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't
Interesting topic.
don't feel knocked down and get your opinion heard. Thank you, Brett. I'm going to not do that one right now because that's a great one. Okay, so next one is from Jack Shaw.
Yo, my man Sam and NCS.
Hey.
Okay, so I had an interesting question, which I think could be something that would be cool to see, get your guys' perspective on. It's regarding TikTok and the music industry. This isn't new, of course, social platforms has existed before, but I was curious to know whether we as musicians or as A&Rs or, you know, just people, music lovers, we see it as a good thing or a bad thing. And the reason I'm saying this is because there tends to be this theme of, you know, it's not really about the quality so much. It's so much about, you know, the algorithm and what sticks and what doesn't stick. And, you know, pretty ridiculous things get successful, me included. My most successful track was a joke. So I'm curious to hear what you think of that, whether we think this is something that is benefiting the industry in ways, or is it damaging it at the same time? Just an interesting thing. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, bye.
Really good question.
Yeah.
Do you know, so bear in mind, shout out to anyone that responded to me, because I reached out less than a day ago now, like super
many
last minute.
responses.
And like, I mean, to be fair, what was just, can you send me a voice note of a question? But no one's like got even close to each other with the things I've asked. I mean, you'll see as you go along. It's really cool.
Yeah,
TikTok.
I love it. I mean, we're all addicted, right?
I'm still not addicted yet. I'm
Well,
not.
but you know all the
Oh, yeah,
trends.
yeah,
We'll talk
yeah.
about stuff, and then you'll be like, "Oh, haha,
That's
yeah,
true. Yeah.
Like,
Was the question
chill
Oh my
out.
God, sorry. I'm so
was
strong.
the question TikTok in general, or
Well,
artists being on TikTok? I
wasn't
couldn't
it
quite-
kind of like what's TikTok doing for the music
Yeah.
industry, and almost like,
right?
you know, like he was basically saying, you know, his best song was kind of a joke.
Yes.
Is it affecting the quality of the content, I guess?
But I think that's perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, I think a lot of people that hear music and listen to music don't value music the same way that the people make the music.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the perspective of a listener or someone that just enjoys TikTok,
They're not going to care.
yeah.
It's that the song's catchy.
Mm.
But also, I think there's a real good flip side to what Fasadin was saying on the last episode. You mentioned that his songs get to the drop really quickly,
Mm-hmm.
and we spoke about what's that a conscious effort, that kind of thing.
Oh, it's like
But
changed.
it's more of like, it's, I guess he was saying that you've got to keep that audience interested. So, and he's obviously a very technically
Yeah.
like quality producer who knows what they're doing, but is then that climate of what people listen to is
point-
short span.
Yeah, I suppose the point of that is then it's like you could literally, like, A&Rs in the music industry could go like, oh, could you make this song a bit more TikTok-y?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
the most broad statement.
Well, like, but I suppose if that's where the audience is and you want to get numbers, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's I think you can have an opinion on it, but I think if that's what's going to get the numbers and you want numbers, then that's what you kind of just do.
Yeah, there's not a right or wrong, and also like I think it's very dependent on what you value. So like
Mhm.
if you're a jazz musician who wants a massive minute long intro
Yeah.
with the weirdest chords and some crazy drum
And you're
progression,
happy playing at your local.
yeah, and doing whatever,
whatever,
you're,
yeah.
you're not you. I guess your integrity in music then isn't going to make you want to be like, right, let me put a chorus in that everyone's going to remember the first time they
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah.
And it's just like matter of opinion, I guess. I think that there's probably is a thing to be said about like, is it meaning that every single person that submits a track to a label has to consider, will this go viral on TikTok, which is tough. But if you're someone that isn't looking for that, then that doesn't matter.
I think the problem is it's not TikTok. It's just happens to be that the audience is on TikTok right now.
Yeah.
It'll be another platform we'll be talking about in 3 years.
So true.
And it'll be like, oh, you know, what do you think about what this platform is doing to the music
Mm.
industry? But the charts.
Have you ever
are.
made a TikTok?
Yeah,
I
and
can
it went
picture.
viral.
Can I?
Actually.
Can I? Oh God, yeah. You can tell us about this one.
Well, it's a bit of a dark.
Yeah,
do you want
that?
to
That one's a bit of a dark
Yeah,
one, but
yeah.
I've made TikToks as well before, where I've like tried to explain like a marketing idea or whatever. So I've made them myself.
I could picture you doing like a still top-down camera, and it's got like your bag with your camera, and it'll cut between
like
you
a day
packing
in
your
the
bag.
life.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of things.
Aesthetically pleased.
Oh, I'd
Yeah,
love to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like black and white with Monday automation.
I'm gonna start
flying
doing that. Oh, I could do like an automations and like optimization.
I think, honestly, God, I reckon that's because this is what Chime was saying. The massive niches that you only know about if you're in it. You did
I'm gonna
like
do it.
my top tip for speeding up your working
Do I have
process.
to speak in an American accent?
You
as
don't
well?
need to, but that's
Okay,
just me
fine,
being
fine.
very general. Charlotte, have you ever made a TikTok?
I don't think I have on my own account, but as in in lockdown, I did a few dances.
No, you didn't.
Did you actually?
No, did you
Yeah.
actually?
Yeah.
I don't think
my
I saw
friend-
any.
Well, I'm not posting them about, am I?
Oh, you've got to show us them. What
they online?
songs? Did you do the Savage challenge?
Oh no, I don't know what that challenge is.
I'm a savage.
Oh no. No. I can't even think. I'll have to look through my friends' accounts. They're still up.
Oh, we've got to find it.
Wow.
We were talking about embarrassing things from your past that still exist on the internet.
Yes.
What did you do? You did like the friendship tag.
Yeah. My best friend had a YouTube channel which had about 1,000 subscribers, probably back in 2013, which
in the local area.
yeah, which felt quite big at the time. And I used to do some of the like best friend challenge, whisper challenge with her. But they're all down now.
How many times have you attempted a vlogging channel?
I've never done vlogging channels. I've had music channels, and that I think I got a few subscribers.
What
and stuff.
like NCS format channel?
No, like my
songs?
own. Like I used to make music myself.
Oh, yeah,
and
the
put it on
producer,
YouTube and stuff. And I used to do drum covers. I did drum covers
Oh,
for
nice.
a while. Yeah, but never done a vlogging channel.
Mm.
No.
But you brought all the equipment for it.
Honestly, I've spent so much money on just equipment I don't use.
You got a podcast now, so that's all right.
Yeah.
I was featured in my friend's Minecraft video at one point,
Mm.
and I also remember getting a spawn kill on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Ooh,
I jumped
like,
off a ledge and I had a sniper and I just went, didn't look, just shot, killed somebody, and some page posted it. And
Right.
I remember stumbling across that by just searching
Was
my
this like the
gamer tag.
machinima days?
That kind of vibe.
Yeah,
It was like trying to be machinima type of
Right.
page. All right, let's go back to these questions. See what else we got. All right, this one is from Jay Escar.
Hey, what's up, NCS Pod? This is Jay Escar. There are actually two topics I think we could talk about, and one of them is live shows and how they impact the music industry. I've been touring around with some of my friends in Mexico for the past months, and I've been noticing how most of the biggest songs for now, or like at the moment, are the ones that are being played the most. I don't want to give any examples, but it seems like it seems like it's a big way to promote music and also a big way to like educate people into what they should be listening to. But I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts on this. And the other thing that I would like to hear from you guys would be what makes a song special.
Ooh. We've spoken about the special thing before, I think, in terms of like when you're listening to demos, it's like that uniqueness, right?
Oh, it just like has to catch you by surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
And then the touring thing. That I mean, I hope the tour's going really well, Jay. I hope that sounds very fun. I want to go to Mexico at some point. Very interesting. I think what he said about educating the listener, because it is that kind of thing of like, oh, if this DJ
If I'm
who I
playing
paid
this,
money
then
to,
it's a big track.
oh, surely
Yeah.
I'm meant to listen to this because
Yeah.
this person's picked to put it in their set.
Mm.
If you hear a song live, will you like Shazam it and then save it?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely do that.
Yeah. It definitely has an impact.
But I also think, like, for example, Charlotte Sands, that we're sort of watching that at the moment. Like, she's on tour with The Main. I think she's doing something with My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
And someone else she toured with,
In that
Youngblood.
Oh yeah, it was.
But like, I think that what she'll be doing is she's touring around the whole of the US right now. But each show, she'll like almost absorb, like she'll get like new superfans that will listen to her music for years to come. Because I know that I do that when, like, I went and when we saw Against the Current, I've now been listening to Against the Current more.
And the support app before. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting. I guess maybe that's a bit different when it comes to a DJ set because you're
True,
playing other
yeah.
people's tracks. You're not necessarily gravitating towards the person.
Mm.
But, I mean, in all cases, I think if any of us heard a song that we'd love, we would try and find out what that song is.
Yeah.
Do you think, I think Jay mentioned then, like, how it has an impact on the actual music industry with a lot of what he's hearing now being ones that are playing out live? I don't know if necessarily I'm hearing that in the stuff that I listen to, but I would imagine that if a song is charting, that's going to get played at most people's sets.
I think if you look at like 1001 track lists,
Yeah.
like that sort of dance music stuff, I don't know. I suppose it's hard to say. Like, does it actually impact the streams, or does it just more build credibility and content around
Also
that
hype.
artist?
I think also
Yeah.
hype, especially in like the EDM scene where there's so many IDs playing out.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like if you've got a mate who's big when it comes to the live scene, you send him one of your IDs and it plays out. That's like free promo just from it being in front of like a crowd of however many people.
Yeah.
Very good question. A very good discussion point that was. The purple guy himself, JPB. Let's see what he's got to say.
Yo, what up? Full circle. Hey Sam and hey Dan. Love the podcast. So
Nice.
my question is, in contrary to the uplifting, energetic and mainly electronic genres shaping the nice circle shaking, could you guys imagine adding a new dimension with a lo-fi circle and a more down-tempo and cozy direction? Oh, and by the way, quick update from me. I took a break after releasing the rebranded version of High, and I moved into a new home, and I'm currently building a new workspace studio to bring you new heat and demos very, very soon. Another one with Alicia's in the making too, and I'm excited to send it to you. Enjoy.
That's
Well,
cool to hear.
yeah, congratulations on the move.
Yeah.
That's super cool. I'm picturing a room covered in purple.
Do you think he'll ever change the color? Like he'll go, I'm going to rebrand now. I'm going
No,
to do
there's no.
green.
JPB is too far down that road.
Yeah.
Or like that could be like if he's got another alias.
Mm.
JPB, so it would be.
Well, he has got another alias.
Oh,
now.
really?
He's got a lo-fi. He's got a lo-fi artist
Yeah.
alias.
Hence
yeah.
the question. I love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's so cool.
I think we should. Yes, like I think we are testing the water with like less energetic stuff, like Beeve Talk. Like I loved that track. That was quite a mellow garage.
But he's talking like super down tempo there, right? Like literally lo-fi.
Yeah, I feel like lo-fi is a hard one because I think, for me, I think when you listen to lo-fi, you don't listen to one lo-fi song. You listen to an entire playlist or an entire channel.
You don't necessarily know the song.
Yeah, well, I don't think you listen to one lo-fi song and then go to a dance song.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think you listen to lo-fi song after lo-fi song.
Also, Lo-Fi Girl has quite literally got that that scene.
So it's almost like if we were to do it, I feel like it's a whole
Separate
thing.
thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
like not on the main.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
think
just
we'd
can't
have to
see it
figure that
being.
out. Well, I mean, that is like, what is it outside of NCS? There's so much more music than just what we release. So I guess it's about figuring out if we were to release that, how that would happen.
Yeah.
Very good question. Congratulations on the house move and a new tune with Alicia. If you got that,
Love
send it
that
through.
track.
Have you had anything through?
Oh, you want about they're working on a new track?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
yeah,
you said then that post the release of the reworked
that'd be
High.
really cool to hear.
Yeah. So send that through, bro, when you got it. All right. MIME. There's a few questions here, so I might have to do a bit of pausing job as we go.
Cool.
But I've picked some good ones, so let's go.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Miami, and these are my questions for NCS. Question number 1. Would any of the employees at NCS ever consider making a track together? For example, maybe Billy and Daniel on production and Sam on vocals?
All right,
That could be
pause
cool.
it there. Oh, dude. That would be
Like-
sick. Well, I do a bit of writing and
Yeah.
a bit of vocal stuff. If anyone can, I use these lot. I'll know it anyway, so there's no point in even bothering asking this question. If you guys can find there's one Monster Cat track that I feature on. You guys find it, put it in the comments, and if I find a comment, I'll give it a heart. Yeah, I mean, I love writing. I I enjoy singing. I just don't like, considering I'm hosting a podcast right now, I'm not good when the lights are on me and I'm not.
You literally make videos for your job and you're on a podcast.
But I've said this before. I'm not very good at like doing that. Like
Right.
that thing that when I was like rapping the other day,
Uh-huh.
came off and my mate's like, yeah, and I was just stood there. I was like, what do I do?
Mm.
But that'd be cool. You can produce a bit as well.
No, I can't. No, I can't.
What?
I tried to produce probably like 7 years ago. I was on Logic yesterday, actually.
Why?
I was doing some mixing of tracks together,
Mm.
but no, I wasn't making.
Do you know if Billy's ever produced?
I think he tried to. I think he was going to start.
I feel like it would be a weird thing if he hasn't at least attempted that.
What would the song be called? And would it be like
well, it's figure out the
DJ
style
Lee?
first.
Would it be like DJ Lee?
Yeah. I'll go like just Mason.
Mason.
Yeah.
Nice. And then the song's going to be.
I think it would have to be like a garagey tune. Personally,
Mm.
I couldn't do like a big build and a drop. That wouldn't work. I don't have the vocal power for that. Maybe we can tag in Charlotte.
Yeah, I was
You-
gonna say,
Charlotte, how many times-
I don't want to be involved. It's fine.
How many times do you flex about that?
Um,
What did you get told? What was it?
I have the potential vocal range of Mariah Carey.
I have the potential.
That's
Right.
great. When were you told that?
Probably when I was 13. I was about to quit singing lessons. I don't know why I was doing singing lessons in the first
Were you
place.
paying for it?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
just for
yeah.
clarity, you were paying for singing lessons. You were on the verge of quitting,
Yes,
and then they said
That's
you had the vocal.
exactly. This is the only reason why I flex
Interesting.
it, because it's obviously a joke.
They wanted
And
the
also
bag.
potential vocal range. So what does that even mean?
Yeah.
But I just love.
I have
to
the potential to be the president.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
so
love
true.
to say it. I just find it funny to say.
Oh, that's great.
Interesting.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's we can put that on the. What would the song be called? I think it would just be NCS. Like
Circles.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or we do like the time to talk thing when it's just
Oh, it's
a
the
heavy
song.
word,
Yep, yeah.
keyword. NCS featuring NCS.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay, let's carry on with MIME's questions.
When was the first time a record that was released on NCS had rapping in it? The name of the record, the year,
Oh
and
my
the
God.
artists involved.
Oh my
Are we going to be able to find that?
God.
I have no clue.
We could probably have a quick look.
I want to say like
Yeah, there's no way you're going to get this off the top of your head.
is it Unknown Brain?
Are you?
Is
If
it
it's trap,
is it
is that rap?
Matafucker with Marvin Devine?
No, it needs a rapper in it.
yeah, but what?
It can't just be a trap beat.
I think it's a Marvin Devine tune.
Shall I go to the next question?
No,
whilst you browse?
no.
Oh,
It's probably still wrong, but I think it's before JPB's. It feels right. JPB feels right.
hang on, I can play it out. Was this going to be on Spotify?
Yeah, JPB. I'm probably way off. I think it's Young Fusion. Kind of rappy.
No, I'd take that. As well.
When was this?
That was.
2016.
That's quite.
So
That feels.
you know Chris Talk and Cole Sipe Way Back Home. Does that have rap?
I don't think it's got rap in it.
No. All right then.
All right. Well, we can use that one as a placeholder. If any, I mean, I'm sure you guys again will know. If anyone actually knows the answer to that, and we're talking like public NCS videos, put it in the comments below. Really good question. Let's
I like
carry
that.
on.
Question number 3. If you guys collectively had to choose a singer, a rapper, and a producer to do your dream NCS trap record, who would be involved?
That's a really good question.
Ooh.
So it's a trap song, so we need a producer, a vocalist. I'm going MIME on the rapping.
Do they have to be NCS artists?
Oh, yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what it was? Yeah.
Well, I'm making that rule. I'm going MIME on the rapping. Vocals, Riel,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and then I'm whacking my boy Tom on the production, Tom Wilson. That's what I'm going with. 3 powerhouses there. Serious.
What are you going, Sean?
Oh, it's got to be trap, isn't it? 'Cause I was going to say Kirby, but
No, it's
he
not
doesn't
trap.
do trap.
That's it. Just punch the mic.
I'll tell you what I would do.
Yeah, go on.
I'd do Unknown Brain,
Oh.
then I have to pick is it a vocalist?
Vocalist and rapper.
Vocalist and rapper.
Singer and rapper, sorry.
Then I would do Neoni as the singers.
2 for the price of 1 there. Nice.
And then rapper. Who did you pick?
I did MIME.
Yeah, I feel like I can't do the same. I would then do Dax.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you picked some big names there.
Yeah.
I might do Marvin Devine on rap.
Yep.
Vocals. I was going to pick a female, but I'll do Anna Yvette on vocals.
Nice.
And then producer.
Trap. Does JPV do
Just trap. That's
Loads of people.
Yeah, no, I know, but
Well, the problem is here that
Like Lost Sky.
Lost Sky, that'd be cool.
Good one.
yeah, okay. Well, we'll do Lost Sky then.
Coven.
All right. Well, let us know. I've got so many in the comments.
Coven
now.
That's a
do
good
trap.
one too.
Yeah. Let us know who had the best pick there. Actually, let's keep going.
Number 4. Who is Sam's favorite rapper?
Great question. Who's my favorite rapper?
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yeah, it is Kendrick. Nah, do you know what? My favorite rapper is MF Doom. MF Doom is. I'm saying it now. I know the audience really care about this, but MF Doom is the greatest rapper ever, and I'm putting it out there. Do you want to? Thank you for those questions, MIME. Appreciate that. Do you want to? Should we do some demos, and then we'll go back to a few more questions?
The upcoming tracks and stuff, yeah.
things that we've had out, things that we've got coming up. Oh, that was a pop. See, I was wondering if that
I'll
would
just
pop.
do it on this one.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh wait,
Give
have
me
you
that.
got a wire? Oh, there.
You okay?
I'm getting so confused. I'm sorry.
Sorry, we're just
Apologies,
making some loud
everyone.
noises right now. There we go.
All right, what we got? So things we've had come out.
So we've had come out Zenith and Noir Beam feat Gabriella, and that goes like this.
Year 16, Jeff.
From a place of hardship.
Let me fast forward a little bit.
That's such a unique drop.
Yeah, it's like syncopated.
You need to tell me what that word means. Really good.
But there's also this drop, which is this second drop is like just completely surprised me.
Oh God. I didn't know this was in it.
Yeah,
That's so
second
cool.
drop. Then we've had Shy Maisel, Abstract, and Perk Pietrek.
This tune's hard, man. I like this song.
This is why can't I
I
find
think
it?
we've got a question from Shire at some point as well, so I can find that.
Do we?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm running away.
It on the song.
I love all the branding of all of that kind of stuff, like
Mhm.
abstracts, like the yellow stuff.
Yeah. Here we go. Really like the snare.
Tune. So tight.
Nice. Then we've had Rival Falling with Caravan, which is this one. Super dark.
Cam vocalist on this, right?
Some Black Circle. We haven't had a Black Circle in a while.
Oh my god. That's hard, man.
Yeah, very dark.
Very, very dark.
Love it.
Amazing tune.
Then we've had Aria and Blank Faces Daydream. You spoke with them recently,
Yeah, I
right?
spoke to them. NCS Arcade, go and check that. That's out now on the Arcade channel.
Nice.
Cool little interview.
So that goes like this.
From Vancouver.
Oh, really?
That's it. That's a great tune.
Future bassy.
Those two are really, really sound guys. Yes, spoke to them a few days ago as a recording. Really, really nice guys and a really, really good tune. And
Nice.
I'm a fan of the artwork of that one. That's with like the black square at the top.
Mm.
Oh,
I'm a fan of that. Yeah.
And then I'm going to play some unreleased bits then.
Let's do it.
So, I ask this every time, but I'm good to just play the ones that are on the SoundCloud.
Yes.
even the one that I mentioned earlier that you didn't answer me to.
Well, she's not going to know it then. Just don't avoid that one. Avoid that one. Avoid that one. We can't keep doing this every time we.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Every time
I just
we
can't
get-
remember when
hang
this is
on.
coming out.
Well, that is quite a while away.
That's what I was thinking.
No, it isn't. It's
Oh, is it
next
May?
month.
Lads.
I'm
is.
losing my mind. It is mate. Yeah.
So we've got Tazoki and Kajama Feelings.
Oh, this song.
I'm glad we're having these guys.
Boy. Is that going to be their first release?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Fire.
that drops hard, man.
Fire.
Don't let them take it. They're going to
Yeah,
nab some
I
of
know.
that.
Then we have got Kirthin Escape. I love the artwork for this one.
Yeah, I love the artwork.
Let's see it. Oh yeah, I love that. That's with the thing.
The water droplet.
Oh,
It's
that the
it's
drum?
so yeah.
oh, I love how
Super chill.
like drawn back that is.
Yeah.
That's so tight. That's like Zoo vibes.
It is.
Really
it is.
like
It is.
Zoo.
Yeah.
Very cool song.
Then we have Tobu returning
Ayo.
with "If I Disappear" featuring Tom Martinson. Totally butchered that.
Hey, a little acoustic.
Yeah.
Vocoders. Classic.
Classic Tobu.
That's a good sound, man. People are going to be happy with that.
Yep. And then we've got James Roche Away coming up. What was really interesting, James Roche did a yeah.
He played.
James Roche did a remix of Culture Code Make Me Move, which when we hit 10 million subscribers, we did this announcement video, and James Roche had done this remix. I think it was like it's an unofficial remix, and I needed to put the video up the next day, so I was editing the video. And I heard it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I want this track."
Did you just so you just dropped it in? It wasn't signed at that point.
I think we were literally signing
in
it
the
as the video
conversation,
was
yeah.
like, but that was like quite future bassy and stuff. But this is completely. Say again?
Just him.
So, yeah. He's doing some drum and bass.
I was about to say, I know where that's going to go.
Fire.
I love drum and bass. I've become a massive fan of it.
Yeah.
I was talking earlier, all producers are going to get really offended at this statement, but I was saying, Charlotte, there's a certain drum pattern in a drum and bass drop, like the
Yeah.
very infectious. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying that everyone does it the exact same, because that was the point I was making, is that all the drums sound the same, which they don't. No one attack me. But it's just, I like that groove.
And then last one I'll play is Exod, Maestro Chives, and Elena Cross.
Oh,
Right.
they're back together.
Yeah.
It's going to be very euphoric and massive.
That's all I get.
That's really cool. Right, passes back.
Oh.
Yeah, some. Oh yeah, why did I?
Great
Why
tracks.
did I do it?
Yeah,
like
that would be so much easier.
Get ready for the pop. Oh,
No.
that's actually fun. Yeah, that's sick. Last Exod and Maestro Chives track, banger, and obviously off the back of Royalty, where they were joined by Neoni, who have also sent us in a lovely question.
Oh,
that there is called a
that
segue.
was a really nice transition.
But what I did say,
Yeah.
yeah, what I did say is last time I did a good segue on the podcast was the problem is that I point it out because it's cooler to just carry on. Anyway, let's see what
Which
Neoni
video-
have to say.
This
There we go.
Hey guys, this is Sid from Neoni, and my question is individually, what was the one song that got you all into electronic dance music?
Really good
Oh my
question.
God, I would have no idea.
Sydney, thank you. That is an incredible question. I think I can probably try and attack this answer. So growing up, and as I mentioned before a few times on the podcast, like I'm just massively into hip hop and rap, and I mean from knowing producers of like electronic music, that's sort of shifted me a little bit more into it. But I mean, what's made me love electronic music is Fred again. But I've obviously heard it
It's not
before
what
that.
got
I didn't
you
get me into
yeah.
it. I think in terms of getting me into it, it's got to be like some kind of Daft Punk tune, or like MG and is Electric Feel. Does that count?
I don't
It's
know.
a bit too like singy songy, isn't it?
Don't know.
It's gonna be something like Daft Punk, yeah, or like Justice.
Is
I think.
David Guetta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I would probably say him. Feels like he was really big when I was
Back in the
growing
day,
up.
Titanium was just a
Yeah.
smash, wasn't it? I think for me it would actually be like harder, better, faster, stronger.
Kanye.
No, the original
Oh,
Daft
right.
Punk one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think mine was the Chemical Brothers.
Don't play it because we.
I'm not gonna, but
Yeah.
I think it was the Chemical. It was. I think it was Galvanized by the Chemical Brothers. I'm pretty sure.
That's a good tune.
My dad used to play it a lot.
So I almost then when I was talking about it, was like, oh, I'll play some Daft Punk,
Yeah.
which I made the mistake of. We were testing doing some live streaming, and I just
And
forgot
you got
about
a claim.
this.
Yeah.
And then we got like a claim. I was like,
I
what is
saw
this
that
for?
on the back end of the
It was
arcade
arcade.
channel, and I was
It's
like,
because I was playing some
Yeah.
like lo-fi beat, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh god, I'm not actually meant to play this out. I forget that we live in a world where music is copyrighted.
Mhm.
Really good question, Sydney. Thank you. And then I think we got one from Caitlin as well.
Hey guys, this is Caitlin from Niani. So, in your opinion, which video game has the best music? Hey guys,
Great question again. Really good question. I'm going to take the reins on this because you're not a massive video game player, or were you?
Well, I was, and I have an answer, but
Oh, okay.
no,
Go
you
on.
go first.
Minecraft's got some tunes, man.
Come on.
Honest to God. Honest to God. Like, and it's not necessarily a soundtrack because you get the CDs and you played the CDs.
Mhm.
Bro, do you want to zone in on some work? Play that C248 or whatever they're called. Whack
a bit
that in the
lo-fi-y.
jukebox. Bro,
Mhm.
serious? That's what, remember Chime said that's where he blew up from.
Mhm.
Did the remix that got
Yeah.
used in a Minecraft event commercial.
Yeah.
What else?
Mine's
Go on.
mine's Gran Turismo. I forget which one, but it introduced me to drum and bass, which
Ah,
was
yeah, I remember
Camo
this
and
one.
Crooked. Camo and Crooked. I can't remember what song was called, but
I think we spoke about that with Chime,
Yeah.
didn't we? I love the song on Black Ops 1 or 2. I can't remember which one it is. It's a dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was sick. I think that was Black Ops 1.
Mm.
Charlotte?
I've never played a video game. I don't think.
Don't lie.
Oh, in your
video
life?
games.
You
What
played Super
video
Mario or
games?
something?
What about
Super
the
Mario.
No.
I suppose.
What about the Stickman?
Do-do-do.
Sims.
No.
Little Big Planet.
Little
Oh,
Big Planet.
Goated game. We
Yeah,
were speaking about that,
was
weren't we?
you in that?
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah, of
is.
course.
I loved that game.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite games, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever the soundtrack would be to Little Big Planet 1.
Does Sims have a soundtrack?
I presume it does.
Yeah, I would imagine
Yeah.
there's music. They'd have like, again, it would be like ambient background music.
Mm.
That Black Ops 1 tune is really good.
Mm.
Someone remind me what I think that is Black Ops 1. Dun, 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 dun. That's like
Mm.
that takes me back to like 2014, 2015. I said that we've got a message from Shire, and here we go. Let's see what he said.
What's up? So I think it would be dope to talk about the importance of vocals and what you guys look for when in submissions, and the importance of like the sample pack to original vocal and what it means and how much it really matters to get accepted to NCS. That could be really cool to discuss, and yeah.
Nice.
Good question.
So the start was kind of like, how important is the vocal like in the demo process? Was it?
Yeah, it was like, what do we listen for?
I
kind of
think,
stuff?
To be honest, it's like I don't really listen to lyrics, which is
See, I do.
yeah. So I don't listen to lyrics. I just literally listen to like the tone and it just like it being catchy and the melody being catchy. Not it's lyrics less for me. However, I said like last time with Chime, there's a guy called Adam Tell that we've released before. He does lyrics so well that it makes me listen.
Yeah.
But for me, it's melody, like melody first, and then.
See, I'd flip that off the back of like the rap thing. I mean, I love a catchy melody, and that's why like us three are a massive fan of the Oblivion Real tune.
Yeah.
And like the verse melody there is so catchy.
Mm-hmm.
But also for me, like I mean, I'm not in that process when it comes to actually listening to tracks that we're signing, but yeah, I'm a massive fan of someone that can get a really clever lyric in there. I think that's really cool. And then
Splice thing's interesting.
yeah, you prefer original vocals, right?
Well, yeah, just because we receive, no word of a lie, like 1,000 demos a week.
So you're probably hearing the same.
We
thing.
release 3 tracks a week. So, we have to go through all of that, and we always hear the same vocals over and over and over. So, like, when there's a unique vocal, that completely stands out.
But I guess there's a case that some things, like the Fasading track, he mentioned one of his tracks was just that splice cut, and
But he's manipulated.
yeah, it's manipulating it. I guess original vocals is always the way forward because it's something that in most cases you wouldn't have heard before. But I think Splice is just an incredible tool.
Yeah, oh, it's amazing.
It's
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
Like we've been nerding out about how brilliant it is
Yeah.
recently. And when you think of like someone like Cara,
Oh, yeah.
who is just providing these incredible like snippets and little.
Her voice is everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And I mean, so it should be because
Mm.
she's brilliant. But yeah, I think overall anything that's original, and it comes back to outside of the vocals, just production in general, something that's
Yeah.
unique and stands out is like the way forward, really.
Mm-hmm.
Should we see what else we've got? Tea and Sugar. Off the back of the
Oh,
two
really?
remixes that dropped. Let's see what they've got to say.
What's up, Si?
Hey guys, Philip here from Teen Sugar,
Philip?
and
Hey,
obviously
Philip.
we got a tea-related question for you guys.
Nice.
We want to challenge you to figure out why Earl Grey tea is actually called Earl Grey, and if you can guess it, well, you can have a cup of tea with us.
Okay, so
Ooh.
I know the answer to this because I've gone through and cut this together.
As in you
I-
looked at the answer.
No, they're going to tell us the answer in a sec.
Oh,
Hence why
okay.
I've just paused.
Earl Grey.
Yeah. So what?
Is
why
it the
is
name
it
of
called
the
Earl Grey?
person that made the tea?
I'm saying that to the name of
But
someone.
then Earl Grey.
Is it grey because the colour of it's grey?
Well, if it is, you're making a terrible tea. It's not really grey, is
Alright.
it? I guess it's in the ballpark of a grey
Is
tea.
it, is it not? Is it not a grey tea bag?
Do you
Well-
drink? Do you drink tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like licorice tea.
Is it?
What-
is
okay, let's
Earl
take some
Grey
guesses.
the what's it? What's
granule?
tea called? Like spices. What's
The blend.
yeah,
no,
blend.
What's
blend,
inside the
that's-
bag?
Yeah, is the blend called Earl Grey?
What?
Like the actual.
What are you
flower?
thinking?
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, here's the answer. Very interesting story, by the way.
Okay, so here we go. The tea
Here we go.
is
It's
actually
long.
named after Charles II Earl Grey from
Knew it.
England, who even became Prime Minister in 1830 and oversaw the abolition of slavery. But that's not the point. The point was, allegedly he traveled to China where he saved a Chinese man from drowning, and as a thank you, he received a box of tea, which he then brought back to the UK, and that became Earl Grey tea. Well, there you have it, guys.
So he named something that someone else had given him.
So-
I mean, he was obviously a great guy, but it feels like he stole the name.
Yeah. Well, so he
Stole
stole the
the
tea.
tea.
He stole
Well,
the tea and named it.
No, he got given the gift. He got given the gift of tea, right?
Which was probably
Yeah.
a traditional,
Which
like,
was probably
Chinese
a nice
tea or
thing
something.
that
And then he,
a
yeah,
lovely
and then he
Chinese
just
man
changed
did.
the name.
And then he then, as I think we probably did a lot back in the day, came over and just said, "This is my tea."
Nice.
But
well, Philip, thanks for that
yeah, thank you,
random
Philip.
fact.
That's great though.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. All right. One of my new best friends.
Yo.
I love Tu Martian. He's a cool
Yeah.
guy. I can stalk that guy's Instagram. There you go. This is that. Be like, so I'm just stalking his Instagram. Looks like a cool guy, right? Let's see what he's got to say.
Guys, cool that you guys are doing a podcast.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, we've
of
done
course.
12 episodes.
you can-
I was thinking, and I think most people will agree with me. Why don't we just like collectively skip the last 2 years from ever happening? Like we just all collectively agree on it that the last 2 years never happened, and so we're all 2 years younger, and basically, yeah, it's like a dream that never happened. But
I agree with that.
I think if
I
we
don't
could,
know.
yeah.
What do you think? It's the learning
I feel
curve.
I feel like we've learned a lot over the past 2 years.
That is true,
Mm.
and it's been maybe it's been quite a nice
And
reset button. in
I
some
must
sense.
say, personally for myself, I haven't struggled whatsoever through
Mm.
the past 2 years. Like I think I've had kind of a nice time in the past 2 years.
I hit a blip, like probably midway through, when we were on the 10 p.m. curfew, and it was like loads of people's birthdays. had
You're quite a
passed.
social.
Yeah,
going
I
out
like talking to
person.
people.
Yeah.
I hit a blip when I was like, I can't. This is just. I was in my house doing the same thing, and I was like, remember, I'd like wipe down everything that I bought from the shop, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, I can't do this. Like, one of our housemates would go out to get the shopping, no one else would. Like, we were a bit extreme with it, to be fair, but like, yeah, I mean, I think there's two sides to that coin.
Would you lose all the NCS tracks though?
That would
Because
be.
if so, then
Well, if I wiped away the last 2 years, I wouldn't have this job.
Neither would I.
Mm.
Neither would you. There you go. I think there's two sides to it. I think it's very tough, and I think we can collectively agree that COVID was not a good thing and is not a good thing.
But I think it also
You've said the
wasn't
special
that.
word now. We're gonna get
It wasn't
shadow banned.
it wasn't that tough for us.
Yeah, personally.
I'm sure other people would have struggled a lot more. We actually had it
Oh, yeah.
very
Yeah.
easy.
But I mean, thank God that in the UK, somewhat in the clear of that now. He also had another point. Let's see.
If you're struggling with your acoustics, then you should try SonarWorks Sound ID reference.
Ooh.
That,
Did he just drop an ad on Apple?
No, it's not. It's not.
It works really well. Basically, it just measures your acoustics in the room, and it flattens out the curve, so it equalizes your sound output, so that the output out of your speakers is just flatlined, which gives you a really clear sound field.
Yeah, I did crop that. He did say at the end of that voice note, I'm not sure if you guys could include this because it sounds like an advert, which you jumped on. So yeah, I mean, there's a little tip for any producers. I did, when messaging the artist, was like, send us any questions, or if you just got something to shout about, feel free to shout about
Nice.
it. Thank you to Martian for sending that in.
And with that,
keep going. All right, this is from Zeus and Corona. Zeus X Corona.
Nice.
NCS Zeus on this side, and we're really, really glad to be a part of this podcast today. When did NCS feel that they have made it like big, like actual big? Like when did you guys realize it's not an average label?
Good question. So, I mean, I don't know if any of us would have been around when we were like, we've made it.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been like when the first video got to 100 million views.
Well, it's
I think 1 million views.
It's
I
checkpoints, yeah.
Big. Well, I suppose, yeah.
No, but
Yeah, it's
even then,
relative to the check,
when the first video got to 1,000 views,
yeah.
that's like, at that point, it's huge.
You said something earlier. You were like, yeah, but we'll only do 10 billion more views. So that's not enough. And I was like, that's 10 billion views. But perspective-wise, that's not.
But even like we spoke about when we hit 32 million and we put like a little Instagram story thing up for it, because we'd passed, in the time I'd been here, we'd passed like 3 different million milestones.
And we don't.
Which sounds like a flex because we don't speak about it.
Yeah.
Because we're at what, 32 mil now. But it's like,
but we should
there's
celebrate.
a million more people
we
that
should
click
be
subscribe.
celebrating that.
How are you ignoring that? I mean, for me, the time of like NCS has made it was doing the NCS 10 stuff, because that's 10 years of a culmination of what Billy started, like what you've had input in, like now me at that point very new to the company. That's like, wow, in these 10 years all of these things have been achieved. So that I mean, that was a big moment. But I can imagine for Billy, every few months that he checked in, he was like, oh my God, it's this now, it's this now, it's this now. I mean, we've spoke about this before. How many subscribers were we on when you joined, roughly?
I don't actually remember. I think, so it was 2016. So I think it was, I'm going to say between 3 and 5 million, 6 million.
What?
Maybe.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So
I think it was around that, yeah.
Pre-10 mil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you were saying that you did the video.
But it was like, from what I remember, it was, I think at one point it was like 18,000 subscribers a day or 80,000. It was one or the other. I can't remember what but I remember it was just like 10 million came so quick.
Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy. Thank you for that, Zeus X Corona. And we've also got one from Abstract. We just played Running Away.
Nice.
And spoke about great branding. Well done. If you decide, I presume you decided that yourself. Love it. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hello.
So I've noticed there are times you upload styles that your audience is not particularly used to, such as my tracks, you and nobody else. So how do you navigate the decision to post certain music between knowing what will get likes and views versus something that may not be on brand, but you're really digging and would want to share?
Really good question.
Very good question.
That's a debate that we have a lot, right?
Yeah.
Is like, do you just serve not necessarily what people will want to listen to, but sort of like what's going to get more views that we know is going to draw a bigger crowd in, and then the flip side of things that we're like, oh, this is a really cool song, this deserves the platform.
New fans or old fans?
Yeah.
Fans of the YouTube.
There's you've definitely figured out there's 2 audiences.
Yeah.
There's, people that like the original, happier, brighter sound, and then the newer, more pop electronic sound is a different audience as well.
Yeah, and I think it's
which we want to release both.
Yeah, that's what's the problem is. It's really tough because I mean we're a fan of all the types of music, but if you get a song that you're like, take the garage tune that we put out, for example, never had a track like that go on the channel. Really, really good song, deserves the platform, and it's also like,
well, that was received quite well.
Yeah, it was, to be
fair.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I know that what you're saying with like Abstract You, I think the audience was like, whoa, what is this? Because it was just a completely
Such
different
a new
sound.
yeah.
Um,
But I think then what's really tough is now going back to the size of the channel of what we just spoke about. It is about, you go from being this platform like Billy back in the day. If he loved a song, he had a platform where he's like, this is where I share music that I love.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it becomes the business and it's like it's fueling an economy as well and paying wages and that kind of thing, you then have that balance of like, we really want to put our music we love that the audience that we know is going to love, but then like, if this song's way too experimental, is it going to work? And especially in the way that NCS serves the community of being something people use in videos and use behind whatever it is that they might be creating.
Yeah.
Is that going to work for them? There's a lot of factors.
It's a real hard balance, but
I mean, we're working. And I think we get it pretty
I think
right.
Listening, like one of the points of this podcast is also so that we can share upcoming music. We can see the comments. We can like almost see like, get people involved in music and what we do as a company early days, so that we can kind of shape it around what the audience wants as well. Because I don't feel like this is a company. I feel like this is a community. It just happens to be that we press the buttons, but the actual community kind of guide what the company should be doing. We just kind of line it up.
I mean, again, another one for the comments. I'm asking you guys, this is like an essay, you use a lot of typing today. Let us know, like, what sound you prefer. Do you want us to be experimental? Do you want that like traditional sound? I mean, I guess I can probably predict what most people say, but I think that's it. It's like,
I think it's for clarity, we want to do both.
100%.
Yeah, there's no
always
one
want
or
to
the
do
other.
both.
Yeah, and it's not a preferred thing.
And
for
it's
us.
not as if we put out music thinking, oh well, the audience won't like this.
No.
We always think they might not like it. Like the Abstract You, they might not like it, but we
100% love everything.
And there were so many people that loved that track. And yeah,
it's a really difficult balance, but yeah, well, I mean, we love all the music we're putting out, and we just hope that it resonates with you guys as well. Just stick with us through it. All right, what we got? We've got a few more. One from Rival.
do you reckon we're good to run over?
Hey guys, Rival here, and just got back home from the gym, about to start planning everything for the release on Friday on NCS. And I just wanted to know if NCS is planning any live shows in the near future.
It's just for when we're recording. Rival track drops this Friday. Visualized on Saturday, so you guys would have heard that by now. Live shows.
We've got one.
Have we?
Yeah, we do.
We can't talk anything about it. That's all you get to say.
About it,
so you
but
say.
we've got one.
Can I talk about my idea that I had with the world tour thing? Am I allowed to talk about it just into the ether? Am I allowed to do that?
We've mentioned.
Well, I was saying, like, if we did an NCS world tour, right? This is an if, everyone, because Charlotte's gonna have a go at me for promising things that might not come to fruition. If we were to do an NCS world tour, rather than like we get a load of artists and fly them around the world, us three, however the team's expanded to at that point, we can just fly to different countries and like the artists would change, which I think would be so cool. Like, that would be really awesome, and we get to fly around the world. But yeah, I mean that
was the original idea.
Yeah,
there was that at the YouTube Spaces.
Yeah,
but the YouTube Spaces are all shut down now.
Rest in peace. But yeah, that's all you're getting on that one. What else have we got? I think we got two more.
What's up, guys? Johnning here. I just wanted to ask, what do you think the future of NCS looks like, and what would the most popular genre be in the future? Will EDM music continue to develop, and in what direction?
That was Johnning. Thank you, Johnning. Bye.
Lovely.
Just cut him off. Future of NCS.
Future of NCS. I think it's
100 million subscribers.
Yeah. I think it's grow, expand, do. It's the focus will always be music. It's music at the core, but who knows where we'll be in 10 years' time, and what where will YouTube be in 10 years' time? Who knows?
What will the world look like? We spoke about the TikTok stuff.
Will NCS become an NFT? I don't know, but
no,
not. But
and then the future of EDM music. I think we spoke about this before, about like how the influence of trends affects things, because there was that big peak like 2014, 2015 era when like Calvin Harris, David Guetta, like these were all charting, and that sound, like the very like traditional EDM-y sound, was like massive.
Pop punk's big
Pop
right
punk's
now.
really big. I think the wave of EDM will come around again in the next 3 to 5 years.
Like hands up EDM, like Calvin Harris.
Maybe like some kind of shift. I mean, Calvin Harris mentioned that he's doing V2 of the Funkwav album, which I loved version 1, but that's more like songy as opposed to like EDM, like singing songs. Who knows where it's going to be? But I think that what I'm confident on is that the digital world will have a massive effect on what it is.
Yep.
Okay, so I skipped past this one earlier to round it off. So this is from Halverson. I'm just going to let you listen.
I know this
to
is
what
this
is. Let me try and find it really quick. Okay, so I'm just going to I've got no words. Let's just listen to it.
Hey kids, that's right, it's me, Halvorson, back on the podcast. I have a question. Hello, my favorite podcast hosts. You two seem alright, pals. But every friendship has its ghosts, be it politics or gals. Riddle me this, have you fought? Were there ever lessons taught? Or punches thrown in empty bars? Did Sam and Dan ever ram and slam? And if not, if you did, who would have won?
How?
Spill the tea, boys.
He's so good.
How? For context of that, all that happened was I sent like this message that I've been sending to loads of artists, and it just got a like.
But you sent that like 12 hours ago.
Yeah, but it just got a like and then nothing. And I was like, right, something's going on here. And I was expecting an email, and he just messaged me saying, careful what you wish for, and sent that. And I've got like...
How long did it take him?
I think...
To get back to...
It was half an afternoon's work, I would say.
How long did it take to get back, though?
What?
Did he literally reply like...
Oh, no, probably... But no, it's a few hours.
Right.
But I've got like... This is the screen recording here. And I've just got... As I'm listening to it, I've just got... Bro, what the fuck? This is brilliant. Genuinely incredible. I mean... Content goat. The sentiment of that lovely piece of music was, have we ever had a fight?
Don't think we have.
No. And if we were to... You would definitely win if we had a fight. Like, I'm quite confident of that.
I feel like I can't say I would now.
Yeah, no, you can't because you're flexing, but I think that is true.
I don't know. I'm
just a bit more scrappy. Like, I think that... I'm from the streets, as we know.
You for the streets.
Yeah. But I think, like, I'm quite long.
I don't know what we would fight about. What would we fight about, though?
I think alcohol would have to be involved for us to have a physical fight.
Yeah.
Because we could have, like, a business disagreement.
Yeah.
But that won't... You'd never argue. What are you laughing at?
Just business
disagreement, yeah. There'd have to be alcohol involved. I think one of us... I'd probably annoy you in a lot of cases. Who do you think would win if me and Dan had a fight, Charlotte?
Dan, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Just doing that to annoy you.
That's fine, I don't care.
No, I'm not. It's very obvious.
Yeah, you know what you've just done now, Halverson? You have sparked the idea that one day Sam and I will fight, and what will happen in years to come, we'll end up having a fight.
I've got an idea for next year's idea event. Throw up some fists and boxing.
Yeah.
I mean, Halvo, you're a madman, but thank you for that.
That was crazy.
That was really, really good. What a stupid guy. That's great. Awesome. Thank you again to all the artists that sent in your little questions and stuff. Really, really fun. And
loved
like I said at the start,
loved that.
Varied questions.
Yeah.
No one jumped on top of each other with asking what's your favorite NCS track or whatever it was. Really cool. And to round it off, we can do it in the usual way. Charlotte, do you want to do your little segment?
Yeah, let me just give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, because I've got to do the same thing as well.
What NCS track would you listen to? Really random one today. Would you listen to whilst having a helicopter ride over New York City?
Okay. Also, yeah, we struggle to think of these hypothetical ones.
Yeah,
so
if anyone could make some, that'd be amazing.
yeah, please just put in list like another task.
By
in
the
the
way,
comments.
the segment has to be what NCS track would you listen to?
In X scenario.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't
But
do like another.
if everyone could make up a suggestion.
So it needs to be very euphoric. I think this song.
Or do you? Oh.
Yeah, because you're like high up.
I was gonna do just because this song's in my head all the time at the moment. Millbrook, Lost Without You.
Okay, that's your pick.
You gonna play it?
Yeah. Want to mute your phone so we're not just having time.
Got to see it through.
So is your helicopter in the sky?
Yeah. Sunset.
I really like this song, by the way.
Yes, I do.
Oh, this would be quite cool, actually. Do you know what? I think it would be good. That would be really good, actually.
Can we actually change, before anyone makes their answer, can it be tracks in the last 3 years?
Oh, that's not fair.
I think
You're saying I
otherwise
can't do.
it's,
Yeah, that's
otherwise
fair
it's
enough.
just cheating.
No, okay, fair enough. Well, I had one previous to that, so I'm gonna have to find another one. I do like the idea of the drum and bass. I have to say. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go to my new best friend Sam Day. I think I do Nothing to Hide. I'm gonna do that.
Right then.
Oh, I can see this one. Yeah.
Again, sunset vibes. I'm picturing like a POV shot of my feet swinging out the side of the helicopter door.
I've just got that video of Abstract in the helicopter
Yeah.
in my mind.
I'm happy with that. So Nothing to Hide. That's my one. Floating over New York. Dan?
Floating.
Floating in the flying helicopter over New York.
I would probably do.
Oh, he's stumped. He's stumped. Mr. NCS, Mr. Back Catalogue is stumped.
Well, because I was going to do something old, now I'm going to have to do something more recent. I think.
What did you Lost Without You? Yeah.
Time to Talk. Time to Talk, and it's going to be.
Well, give me the song.
Say the words.
Say the words. Say the words. Time to Talk. Whoops. Good. Oh, I like some.
Because it's got 2 drops. As most songs have 2 drops.
This was just released around when I joined. Do you want the other drop as well?
Yeah. Because if it was going faster, then you'd have this drop.
I do feel like
I think mine's the best.
I think mine's the best, and I presume you think yours is the best.
It is the
best. I do think we're in. That's a tough one. I like when it's because I would listen to all of them whilst in a helicopter over New York. Please do let us know other hypothetical situations like that, as Charlotte mentioned in the comments, because it's an easy thing to think of, but we really tend to struggle with it. Thank you again, as I said, to all the artists that submit some questions.
Really cool.
Make sure you're checking out our Instagram at NCS Pod for little quotes, little reels, etc. You got any plans for the upcoming days before I round things up? What's exciting? What's happening?
It's my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
not today.
Pre-birthday.
Well, it's my birthday yesterday, technically.
Oh, will it have been? Well, happy birthday for yesterday as of release. Charlotte, you got any plans for the next few days?
Going home.
Oh yeah, going home.
Look after my dog.
All right. I'm off to Brighton again for the second time. Just feel like I live there now. As I said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, listening, watching, really however you do, and we'll see you on the next episode of Full
All right, bye now.